Welcome to Community Taking Action, ABCD's program highlighting people and organizations doing great things in and around the Boston area. We are back after the break to continue our conversation north of Boston. We're joined by Andrea Mendoza, the Fuel Coordinator for the ABCD Energy Program. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
It's the ABCD Energy Program, but specifically you work in the Malden Energy Department.
Yes, so I'm representing the Malden Fuel Assistance Office. We serve Malden, Medford, Everett, other surrounding cities and towns.
So in our previous conversation, we've talked with folks who are in Malden. Medford, Malden, and Everett are the three towns that many people know about.
Yes.
But the Fuel Assistance Program goes beyond that. What are some of the other communities, maybe not all of them, but some of the other communities that you guys provide service to?
Right, so our office helps people in Malden, Medford, Everett, also Woburn, Winchester, Stoneham, and Melrose. And obviously ABCD in Boston serves, Boston communities as well.
And that's been from its inception in Malden.
Yes.
Fuel Assistance has always done more than just those three communities.
Yes, since the 1970s.
Since the 70s. It's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Have you been there that long?
No.
And what is the role, what's the function of the energy program? What is the service you provide for the community?
Right. Fuel assistance helps people with oil, gas, electric heat by paying a portion of their fuel bills during the winter directly to the vendor. And there are other energy programs that people can access once they qualify for the fuel assistance program, but that is the main assistance that we provide.
That's the one that most people take advantage of, or that's the first one that they take advantage of?
That's the first one. It kind of opens the doorway to the other programs.
What are some of so I come in, I get fuel assistance, and what else would I possibly be eligible for?
So someone that is approved for fuel assistance can receive discount rates on their utility bills, even if they're not for heat. They can also access an electrical audit, which means someone from ABCD would go out to their home, replace all of their light bulbs with energy efficient bulbs, measure the efficiency of their window air conditioners, refrigerators. If those are found to be inefficient, they would be replaced at no cost to the tenant or owner.
Refrigerator.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep.
I think that's a shock.
Yeah. It's definitely a great program. A lot of people have really old fridges and they're just sucking the electricity. So that program helps to reduce the cost of the electrical bill. We would also send an auditor out to do a weatherization audit, and approval from the landlord. Somebody that's a tenant even could have up to $10,000 of home improvements, weather stripping, sealing drafts, adding insulation to the home that will reduce the fuel bill as well. In addition to that, the program helps homeowners and some tenants to evaluate their heating systems, and if those are found to be inefficient, they could be replaced or repaired as well. And also the arrears forgiveness program. So a lot of people that come to us are carrying a really high debt with the utility company. And one of the things that the utility company does is offer a payment plan which is more comfortable than the standard payment plans that they offer, when you call customer service. So people that qualify for fuel assistance have access to what's called arrears forgiveness plan. If they stick paying this payment plan through to the end, the utility company will forgive 100% of that debt.
Wow. And do you and your team work with the provider, the vendor, directly to set that up?
We would refer them to, there's two main lines, and if you call the Malden office, I'll give the number, 781-322-6284. We'll obviously tell you about the fuel assistance program, and we can also give you the phone numbers for the arrears management program for the major utility companies in the area.
Being that we're in New England, I imagine, it's cold. Is your office busy?
Yes.
How many people do you think you see on a given year?
Yeah, last year we served 5,000 households.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a pretty significant number.
Yes.
When do you begin the process? So fuel assistance, I know that fuel assistance in Boston begins, certain type of year for last year's folk, and then always November, all of the new families are coming in. Does the timeline remain the same in Malden?
Yeah, we want to urge people to call right now. We want them to apply now because the program is open, taking applications. It begins November 1st. That's when new applicants can come in. But for those who have already been on the program before, we do start sending out applications as early as August. So they can start applying early. But the program is open until April 30th. So we are urging people to apply right away.
And how does someone qualify?
For a household of one, right now, it's based on household size and income.
Income?
Yes. So for a household of one, it's at $34,000 a year. For example, a family of four, it's just over $65,000 that they can make annually.
Have you seen, and how long have you been in the Malden office?
7 years.
In 7 years. Have you noticed any particular trends in type of housing? So when I say, excuse me, in Boston, we know old homes, triple deckers, but north of Boston, is that similar?
So it depends. In the Malden, Medford, Everett area, there are multifamily homes, a lot of multifamily homes, and then as you get a little further away, it's a lot of single families. But we can help people, whether they're in a home or an apartment, we can help them with any of those services.
Come in, fill out an application for fuel assistance. What are some of the things that you and your team have to do in order for my family to get that benefit?
So the application process is pretty simple. You could call in and schedule an appointment. You could walk into the office. We're at 18 Dartmouth Street in Malden, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. Or you could go online to ABCD's website, abcd.org, right? BostonABCD.org, and go online and actually schedule an appointment for yourself or your family to come into the office. And it will send you an email with all the documents that are needed. Typically, we just need identification, housing costs, and utility bills. And income, obviously.
And income.
Yeah.
And then do you do the behind-the-scenes certification review process in Malden, or do you send it back down to Boston?
We actually, in the Malden office, do it from beginning to end. You know, we're right there, you know, with the Boston office. They're right there with us all the time, helping us because, you know, we work together. We're one agency, but we do all the work at the Malden office. We do the intake, we'll certify your application. If you're an emergency, we'll work with your vendor right away, give them a call and send you your notice, whether you qualify, you know, or not, and for how much. The benefits right now, the maximum is $850. So somebody that qualifies can get up to $850 towards their heating bill this winter.
Wow. And the phone number one more time?
781-322-6284. But if you happen to be watching and you're in Boston and you want to call them, it's 617-357-6012.
Andrea, I want to thank you very much for coming on the program, talking about Malden and all of the energy services. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
That concludes our program. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you've missed any episodes, you can get them on YouTube. I'm your host, Eric Mitchell. Thank you for watching Community Taking Action. Until next time.